Hello, I'm Hannah. I work here at the Hogarth. I am on reception and I'm also duty manager.
I'm Barbara Antrim and I've been a member of the Hogarth for about 5 years. As a child, I wasn't allowed to exercise, in the 60s and 70s. If you were severely asthmatic,
Right.
you weren't allowed to exercise.
Wow.
I don't know why. So I missed out on, group games and always sitting, watching everyone exercising and having fun.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so it was really alien to me, about
Yeah.
all this exercise and sweating. And now, I love the challenge. I love doing it.
And I think if you don't do something as a child, maybe sometimes it's harder to start as an adult.
Yeah.
So you haven't got that bug of, yes, I know that going to the gym or going to an exercise class might be a bit daunting at first, but I'll come out and I'll feel better. So
Yeah.
it's that initial, you can't make that initial connection because
Yeah.
you haven't been doing it as a child.
And also, I'm not usually shy, but I was shy walking into that class. I really
Yeah.
felt embarrassed about myself and how I moved, and but now doesn't bother me. I just walk in
No.
there and the music comes on and that's it.
Yeah.
We all have a great time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think you've put your finger on something there, which is that one can often think everyone's going to be looking at me or
Yeah.
something. There's actually zero judgment. Everyone's there for their own reason.
Nobody cares about
No one cares.
Everyone just wants to exercise
Exactly.
and get through the class, enjoy the music,
Yeah.
doing the dance. I mean, we have some amazing instructors at this club.
Aw.
Honestly, fantastic,
You're so right.
inspirational instructors. Yeah.
Have you
Love it.
done? I saw you try body pump the other day. Did you
Body
try? You
pump.
tried that?
Who would have thought? I mean, my family can't believe that I'm lifting weights.
I know.
The most I could do was lift a bag of rice or potatoes and never lifted weights. And now I'm doing a body pump class. Can you believe?
So I was so thrilled when you told me, because I knew that you love the dancing, and
Yeah.
we can get into maybe a comfort zone of, I know I like these classes, but then for you to actually branch out, I was so impressed by that.
The
Yeah.
first time I was in the body pump class, I was so serious. And after the class, everyone said, "Why were you so serious?" I was really concentrating on the moves and watching
Yeah.
Venus.
Was it Venus you did it
who's
with?
the instructor,
Yeah.
and I was just watching and making sure I copied everything she did. She was very helpful.
Absolutely.
And I said to her, I messaged and said, will I disgrace myself if I try your class? She says, "No way, just come and try.
Exactly. I think you've put your finger on it there. Come and try.
Come and try."
There's-
And guess what? I've done every single class since it started.
That's awesome. Oh, I love that.
I know.
That's fantastic,
Long may it
Barbara.
continue. I hope it continues.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's important,
Yeah.
So you might see some muscles popping up.
Darling, you already look phenomenal, so... You mentioned a little bit earlier about when you were living abroad in Brussels. Can we touch on, is that okay to touch on that?
Sure.
So were you diagnosed with diabetes?
Yeah,
at
I was
that point?
diagnosed with diabetes,
Yeah.
and saw the doctor, and he said, "Look, you've got to take this seriously, you've got to change your diet, you've got to exercise, and we've got to get these sugar levels down." So it was a bit of a shock for me, and I mean, my parents have it, but you never think you're going to have it, do you? And I was making the bed, and I thought, I've got to do something about this, but I never did in Brussels. It's only when I came back to London
Right.
and through the Hogarth and exercising, and it's under control. There are ups and downs. I have regular checks, so if ever the blood sugar goes up, I know that it's my diet,
Right.
because the exercise is constant.
Do you find, because I find this, whenever you're in the lovely cycle of getting your exercise classes in or coming to the gym, it's that much easier to then make healthy choices
Absolutely.
in your diet aspect of
Absolutely.
yeah.
You're not eating rubbish. Whenever you decide what we're going to have tonight, you're going to have vegetable, a
Yeah,
good
a good-
balanced meal. and cut out the sugar
Yeah.
and the huge carbs that then become sugar.
Yes.
So it does. It
Goes
makes
hand in hand when you've got the
Absolutely.
exercise going. You're that much more motivated to make the healthy
Absolutely.
choices in
And
your
the
diet.
thing about coming here as well, I'm not walking to the fridge every hour.
Very true. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it gives your day structure and you're
Absolutely.
coming to here.
And
yeah.
also your brain, does something to your brain. I'm better at concentrating now. I'm not sort of, I can read and concentrate without my mind being tired. So I think it's important.
Absolutely, darling.
Yeah.
So were you able to somewhat taper down medication through the...
Yeah, so
That's amazing.
I was able
That's
to...
really amazing, Barbara.
Yeah. So the levels came right down, and then from medication every day, and twice a day, it was once a day, and then every other day. So
That's huge.
yeah. But
That's really incredible.
you can't relax. You've got to make
No.
sure that your lifestyle is good, and you have to keep exercising.
yeah.
Absolutely, that's important.
But in a world where so often the first point of call is, okay, we'll put you on some medication, to be able to actually take control
Yeah.
of your body and your lifestyle
Yeah.
and say, okay, yeah, we'll start off with the medication, but let's explore other avenues too.
Yeah.
And let's try and change my life through exercise and
Absolutely.
diet. I think that's amazing, and it's such a lesson to people and motivating story to some people who might be going through a diagnosis of some sort.
Yeah, and also, the aim is to try and get off the medicine if I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Well,
I'd like to do.
Going in the right direction, definitely.
I hope so. I've made lots of friends. It's a real sort of a network of friendships through that
Lovely.
class.
Yeah, yeah.
We have a good laugh. We see each other out of the club as well.
Really?
We have a little group called Drinks and Nibbles.
Oh! That's so lovely.
So-
is there a WhatsApp group? Or
There's a
something?
WhatsApp group.
Oh,
yeah.
fabulous.
So, so outside of the club, we've managed to stay together as well.
Wow.
Especially after lockdown.
Yeah.
We met up in people's gardens, etc.
So it helped, just the class structure in itself helped you build some friendships and a community.
For someone
yeah.
who's lived abroad quite a bit and then come back and was trying desperately to make friends.
Right.
And this was the perfect
Yeah.
place for me anyway.
And as an adult, when you find yourself in a new town or
Yeah.
sort of living situation, you sometimes at a loss
Where do I start?
Where do I start exactly?
I don't work in an office.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sometimes people do it through church. I'm not a regular churchgoer, but so this was a great place. You meet sort of like-minded people,
Exactly. Yeah.
And,
You've got that common bond and interest,
yeah.
which is
and people,
health and movement.
and amazing ages doing exercise, believing that this is really good for them.
Yeah.
So that's how it happened.
That's how it happened.
Yeah, I started coming back, and I now suffer withdrawal symptoms if I don't come here at least 4 or 5 times a week.
Well, I mean, I see you and you come to, maybe you do a Zumba class and then you're, doing something else that day. And I'm
Yeah.
so impressed by just your energy levels in general.
Yeah.
Because you've not only are you doing the classes, but you've always got a smile on your face. No, but it's very infectious, Barbara. And I see that there's a link between the two.
Yeah, and you finish a class and you feel like you've just taken something and you're so, happy.
Yeah.
It's like a happy medicine you've taken.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to that.
Yeah.
I think when you get your heart rate up and you've sweated a little
Yeah.
bit, your overall mood is
Yeah.
just buoyant, no matter what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
I think it's very helpful to have.
Well, thanks to my wonderful inspirational instructors.
Yeah.
I really am sweating my way to a better self.
I think it's so wonderful.
Don't give up. There's always something you can do, and if you feel that you don't have the confidence, just go slow. Go slow, try and discover what suits you. but never give up. Never give up. It's so important. Yeah.
Cheers, Barbara. Such
Cheers,
a pleasure.
Hannah.
Thank you, sweetheart.